Hello, everyone. Welcome to my live stream. Welcome to my channel. For those of you who have been here before and just haven't subscribed, or for those of you who are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you will click the button to subscribe. I hope you will like. I hope you will share if you care, to let those who are not familiar with the Casual Games channel go ahead and join the crew. So I completely messed up my screens at the beginning of this live. So y'all have to forgive me for that. Even though I was just live the other day. But one second, let me move my mic over here. So today I'm going to be finishing up, well, not finishing up, but trying to finish up the Cozy Cottage. It probably would help if I shared my screen here. Okay, so there we go. All right, so I am in the living room kitchen area. I have added some more decor, and I just realized I need to change the cabinets in here. So let me do that real quick because it's actually supposed to be the light cabinets. I don't know what I was thinking. I just happened to catch it just now. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna have to change the fridge, but why does that look green and not white? Okay, anyway, um, so this is the kitchen. Drag this out because it's going through the wall, and the living room area. And I am trying to give this more of the cottagey traditional touches, from like the frames here to the way that the lamps are. The couch is probably one like traditional thing. There's a lot of florals and things in this house, but I did try to make it a little bit more on the traditional side. So a lot of the wallpapers I chose and the decorations are really more what you would see in a, I want to say, slightly modern cabin, maybe not cabin, but cottage. So that's just the entryway and what it looks like. The bedroom, which I was working on a little bit. Slide that over. I'm still putting in some decor with this, and I'm still like working on the seating. I'm not even sure what I want to do there. This is the laundry room, like the light fixture. Let me zoom out. You can just see like the detail of the light fixture. I am going to put some shelves in here. Matter of fact, let me do that now so I don't forget. Okay, so why are these shelves doing that? Let's see, there we go. All right, so the shelves are, for some reason, making it dark. I don't know what's going on with that, but the laundry room is not going to take long because I had already started putting stuff in here. I wasn't trying to do anything too like over the top. And I need to put like a little bit of pictures on the wall, or I might just leave them bare. I'm not sure. Let's get some shelves in the laundry room. So I want to do laundry room, and I also want to work on the office. So I already started putting some stuff in here to get an idea where I want it to go. And then this is the other bathroom, and this is the other bedroom. So again, I started putting stuff in here as well. So like I said, you'll see a lot of florals and antiques, or antique looking furniture. So I'm not sure why those shelves were causing the room to look dark. Let me switch this up real quick. Alright, let's get some shelves in here. And for those who do not know, I often save the bathrooms for last, and there is a reason why I do that. So if you're ever interested in me talking about it, just ask and I'll probably explain it. I'm not gonna say I will explain it, but we'll see. There we go. I want to save some room, I think, for some sconces, but I may not put them up at all. Let's do. So I have been downloading custom content, not a lot, because I really need to go through what I already have. But I have been downloading a good bit to just kind of like go with the theme. So I've been working on that, and I have been downloading some mods. I'm trying to still get a lot of my mods back from the update from a few weeks ago. And then there was a patch that just came out on Thursday. I want to say 18th or 19th, one of those days, Thursday or Friday. And so I'm just like waiting for some of them. Like I think Arnie's what is it, it's like the pie menu that he has that has the cheats and stuff already built in. I saw some people in his comments telling him that it was down and it was throwing a better exceptions error, but I don't think he has fixed it yet. So hopefully he will. Let's see. And I did download a new font. I was trying to find a font that I liked that wasn't too skinny looking, and the old font that I had, I don't know if you guys can tell, but the old font that I had was like the what is that font, like the Times New Roman font. It looked very similar to that, and it looked pretty, I don't know, it almost looked distorted in a way, so it wasn't really giving me like the vibe that I needed. So I got rid of it and I downloaded the current font. Now this one looks a little bit thinner, but I can read it a lot better than that old one. I don't even know what that was about. So maybe it was just a fluke. I don't know. Do I want to do cabinets? Oh, I could have did this. You know what? I definitely could have did this. Or I could do a shelf in the middle. This is why it's so difficult. Now I kind of like this one. Hold on. Let me drop the walls. But I don't know. Is anyone else having any issues with any of like their mods or CC still? Because at this point, I feel like I'm over the updates. I don't want to. I don't want to update anymore. Can we just leave it alone? Just for a little while. Let us catch our bearings, because I'm just like, can we not do any more updates? And I know this one was like a mini patch, I believe. But in my mind, I'm like, why did we need another update? Was it for another like expansion? I'm gonna go ahead and do this straight across. Get rid of these folders. Get rid of these what is that stuff? Shelves. I cannot think. But let me know in the comments or in the chat, like, if anyone else is over the updates, because I know I am. I don't even care if it's needed at this point. It's just like every time I get my game fixed, there is an update or a patch, and now I have to turn back around and try to fix it again. Oh my gosh, who was I talking to? I was chatting with oh my gosh, what is, I literally just talked about her the other day, and now I am drawing a blank. AJ Plays. I was about to say AJ Creates. Oh my gosh, I had to think about it, y'all. I was talking to AJ Plays in a chat, like she had sent a response to me because she didn't realize that I had sent her a message or whatever. I had posted about her video, just kind of letting people know, how to fix it from that last update that they did that caused a lot of headache for a lot of content creators, and a lot of those who create CC. And so she was just like, well, hopefully, it'll be, better. And the next time we meet, it won't be under these circumstances. And I'm like, let's hope, because I am so over them doing updates. I'm just like, at this point, if the game is not functioning properly, just leave it alone. But like a lot of people have said, it has often been this way. It's not, new. And it's not like the Sims team didn't know that there was a problem with the game. They've known for quite some time. They have those the community tabs and the community pages, in the place where you can post. They have that for a reason. And I feel like they should listen to people, because if you ever go and take a look at when they do updates, the amount of people that rip them to shreds about the updates is ridiculous. Like, people are truly and genuinely mad, and I understand why. Now, sometimes when they do lay into them, it is not always the nicest, and I don't agree with that. I think it's a way to disagree with someone without being nasty and rude, but I understand why. I get it, because they're over it. You think about it, if you've been playing the game for a set amount of years, or any set amount of time really, and the game has never really functioned the way you want it to, and let's say you spent a lot of money on the game, because there are a lot of people who pay full price for a lot of the products that they sell, and I'm not one, because I don't pay full price for any of the Sim games. I understand, like I totally get it, and I get why people, and it's not right to pirate it, but I get why people do. I totally understand it, but I just prefer to pay for it, because it's like, the minute something goes wrong, all that stuff that you pirated is gone. So, but I don't know. I'm just hope for the updates. I don't update no more, because it's not. I don't know. It almost feels like it's not helpful. We could do something else other than doing updates. That's the way I look at it. And then every time an update comes out, I always see somebody commenting like, "Oh, great! So you can do this, but you can't fix the wedding stories." It's like several people that do that, and I'm just like, I understand how y'all feel. I get it. That doesn't make it right, but I get it. But man, I'm over it, y'all. I don't want to do any more updating. Just leave it as is. If it's broke, my thing is, it's been broke this long. Several of the expansion packs have problems. It's like, just leave it as is. And the thing I don't like is, like, you have to, in essence, vote, like, whatever is like the top voted thing, they go in to fix that issue. But it shouldn't be like that. You should fix any issues that are happening because of this game. That's just my opinion, But I don't know. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I'm open to feedback, constructive feedback, because I know a lot of people may disagree with me, and that's okay too. We don't all have to agree with each other, but the one thing I think we can find some sort of consensus on is We over it. We're over this update. This is an update no more. Just leave it broke. You know, what's the saying? You know, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Well, if it's broke, just leave it as broke. Because at this point, you're not making it better. You're making it worse. And I'm not going to say it's everything, but it's enough. Let's see. I'm going to put this up here. I thought, where is the one? I just saw the one that has the powder in it. Okay. Where's the one with the dryer balls in there? Okay, great. Let me go ahead and search for it. I did have something else I want to talk about, y'all, but I literally just completely forgot. I was playing my game before I decided to come live. I meant to come live last night, y'all, but I was too busy, like, laughing at someone. So, last night I was talking with an associate. Okay. And this associate was out doing his thing, his adult thing. I'm not going to say too much on it, but if you're a grown folk, you know what I'm saying. He was doing his adult thing, right? Do you know? I get a text from a young woman. I'm not going to say what it says, but it was definitely not appropriate. But she assumed that I was a threat. And that's how I took it. Oh, you threatened by me. Baby, I'm married with a whole family. Okay? I'm going to say this to my ladies and some men too. If you are insecure, please work on yourself. Because when it comes down to secure people, you automatically say things that are incorrect and you end up looking foolish. So you don't want to be that person. And this person was definitely insecure. I promise y'all, I laughed at that text. I think it was like over an hour and I couldn't even go live because it was so funny. I could not stop laughing. I kept trying. And my husband had woke up and I literally showed him the text and he was like, what? And like, even to talk about it, y'all, I am still cracking up and I'm trying my hardest not to. But I just could not believe it. I was like, oh my gosh. Because I had come up with so many different responses. I had told my mom about it. Because now this is a person that is a friend of my brother's. He's not even my friend, but I talk to, my brother's friends to, help him out, educate him, on women and how to do right by women. And even though a lot of them don't, but I try to, instill something in them or leave them with something to where they're not going out here damaging ladies and, causing cycles to develop. And so when I was telling my mom about it, like the questions we had was, wait a minute, why does she have access to the phone? And in the moment, I told her, I said, you know what? Here's what I think. This is boy stuff. This is not grown man stuff. Because, if you're dealing with a grown man, a lot of grown men tend to try to hide when they're doing things that they ain't got no business doing. Whereas boys, they end up getting caught because they slip. And they slip because they're trusting someone to, in essence, try to do right by them. And this is not for everybody, by the way, y'all. This is just for certain people. So this might strike a chord with some folks, but it's not meant for everybody. But when it's boyish behavior and you're just out doing your thing, you don't have any regard for how it can come back on you or who else it can affect, then you tend to make more mistakes. And I was telling my mama, yeah, this was definitely boyish behavior. He didn't care. He was doing his thing. And unfortunately, the thing he was doing, pun intended, decided to pick up the phone Unfortunately, she made herself look quite foolish because I think like an hour later, he texted me. He was like, "Oh, my bad, my bad. I'm so sorry about it." Well, he didn't say I'm sorry. He's like, "My bad." Because, not too many guys apologize. So I just was like, bruh, I've been laughing at this message and I thought it was the girlfriend, but it was not. That makes it even worse because I'm just like, you mean to tell me someone who's not even number one on the roster is getting in their feelings? Like, what? So I'm going to say this. If you are a man out there dibbing and dabbling with women, lock your phone. Don't do Face ID. And if you do, have it to where you disable it when you're doing the side stuff. You know what I'm saying? Change your password. Personally speaking, don't even do Face ID. Just lock your phone with a pin. And don't make it something that's easily guessable because I don't know how this person got into the phone. I don't even care because it ain't none of my business. But I'm not the one you want to text because I'm the type of person, if I find out that you're insecure, I'll be the one that's going to mess around with your head. Because, listen, I'm saved, but God is always working on me, okay? And I'm going to allow him to do so. But in that moment, like I told my mom, I said, I could have clapped back. I could have said a lot of things, but that's not who I am anymore. And I just need, people to see Jesus in me and see God in me. And this person was definitely not worth, anything that I could have given back. It was just pointless. But again, men, change your password. If you're going to do side stuff, change your password. Don't do Face ID. I don't agree with it. And best believe I'm probably going to have a conversation about it because that could have been a situation that was unnecessary for me. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, you want to talk to your side piece and let her know she need to be more secure because you don't know who you're talking to. You sending a message to someone thinking that you're doing something, and all you ended up doing was making yourself look silly. So, I don't know. Like, do better. Do better. But I don't know. Y'all, that just messed me up last night. I just was like, and even to this day, if you can't tell, I'm still laughing about it because it's just that funny to me. And I told my husband, I was like, I am so flattered. He was like, what? Why are you flattered? I said, because the last time someone assumed something like that about me, I worked on a job and it was a lady whose husband actually worked there with her. And she got upset because he walked over to help me on a call. It was a tech issue. And she was like, and now mind you, I was on break and she was not on break. She decided to come. Like there was a wall behind our call center. It had our conference rooms, our break rooms, and bathrooms. And so I was walking up the hallway to go to the break room, and she was like, what's going on with you, such and such, and oh, that's my husband, and he doesn't come and help me. And I said, that has nothing to do with me. You need to take it up with him. I'm just paraphrasing, by the way, y'all. But basically, by the end of the conversation, she was mad. Oh, she was mad. And I'm just like, girl, I'm here to work. I don't have time for this kind of foolery. I think she just thought that I was going to be the one who wanted to argue. And I used to be, y'all, but that's not me. I don't have time for the foolery. But that's why I was telling my husband, like, yeah, I'm real flattered that she really had the gumption to send that text message last night. So I'm like, I'm so flattered that you're threatened by me. I'm so serious, y'all. Can y'all tell I'm just like laughing about it? Because it's just that funny. And I honestly, I'm going to have a conversation because it's like, I need you to do better, brother. Do better. If I could talk. But lock your phones. That's all I'm saying. Change your password. Lock your phone. I do not condone cheating. I don't condone, messing around can be tricky and it can get you in some trouble, especially when you're messing with the wrong person. And in my mind, like, this is not a person I would definitely want to see him end up with, because if you are that insecure to reach out to someone you don't even know and you made an assumption, everything that this young lady does going forward is going to all be questionable. And it's going to be hard to have a trusting relationship. So, like I said, I don't condone cheating, but lock your phone. Change your password, male or female, I don't care who you are. If you gonna creep, make sure the person can't get into your phone. But anyway, enough of me ranting about that. I'm gonna go ahead and bring up the music. Hopefully, I learned something from that little story times, because it was kind of like two into one. And hopefully you enjoyed this live. While you're here, definitely go ahead and click the subscribe button, and definitely go ahead and click the like and share if you care, because it costs nothing. If you have any questions, you can drop them in the chat, or you can post them in the comment section after the live is no longer live. Oh my gosh, let me go and get this laugh out, because I'm telling y'all, I'm still trying to, I'm trying not to laugh, but I cannot help it. This whole thing was so funny, and it still is. I wish I knew the name of the girl, y'all, because I promise you, I would press out a t-shirt just to be petty, just with that one message on there. But anyway, enjoy the live, y'all. Here comes the music.
vindictive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams into modestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take
Okay, y'all. So sorry about that intermission, but I had to handle some business. But I'm probably gonna go ahead and start to finish up on the bedroom and then do the bathrooms last. I was trying my best to finish at least one bathroom, but I feel like I should just come back and do those on live because it'd be like a really quick live. Um, what's tomorrow? Sunday? Yeah. So probably like Monday. That's what I'm thinking. Sometimes decorating can be so difficult when you have a ton of CC like me. So if you ever see like the screen stop, that's why I'm waiting for it to load. And for whatever reason, while I was going through getting my CC, it would stop. Unfortunately, like I couldn't click on anything. It was almost as if like everything was loaded, but it wouldn't let me click on the screen. So I don't know what that's about. I don't know if that's a fluke or what. So I just want to get this done. I want to plant over here. Yes, I do. I need to find my OMSP shelf because I know it's in here somewhere. Put it down there. Let me see how I want to arrange this stuff. I feel like about there. I'm going to leave plant there. And then I was trying to put some clutter, like some beauty clutter in here. There we go. It's not exactly where I wanted to go with it, but it will do. Change this to blue. And I think the only thing I want to do is put a mirror in here. Let's go for, let's do this hat just in case, because you never know what this may be in this room. Yeah, okay. Let's throw a mirror in here real quick. I can't remember what set this is from. I need to look it up because I may end up changing these nightstands out or side tables. I was trying to match them a little bit to this table, but I feel like everything kind of is cohesive except for these two tables, and they need to go. But I'll look at that later. Let's see, do I want to go? Let's go over here. And I might switch the picture around, but we'll see. I thought I had like a little bit of a smaller. You know what? I can put it over here. Go with that. Or yeah, let's go with this one because this one is. What the world? Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. Like, come on. Work with me here. And actually, now that I think about it, I could have just repeated that table. Something to think about. Oh, thank you for the hearts. I appreciate that. If you were posting anything in chat or putting hearts, I apologize if I didn't see it. I was focused, y'all. Because when I say I'm trying to finish this house, I'm trying to finish this house. Let's not do. I have some other pillows in here that I want to use. Okay. This is not the blue that I want though. Kinda. It's more of a green. No. It's not doing what I want. Oh, this one's not bad though. What the world? Okay, let's take that one out. And I'm leaning towards doing one more, but this is actually the pillow I was looking for. It's too high. And actually, that brown is not that bad. And look, there's the blue. That's the blue I needed. Let me do brown over here. That one looks really good. Yeah, let's take you out. Oh, shoot. Where'd the pillow go? Nine times out of 10, I'm probably going to use the same ones for the bed, too. I'm going to shrink this down because I don't want this to be, like, too big. Let's put it kind of behind the brown. Okay. We'll stop there. I don't want too much. And the chairs. Slide that back some. Okay. Now, there's only so much I can do about this bed. So, let's see how I can jazz this up just a spell. The problem with this bed is those pillows. I may not be able to like spruce it up a little bit. I'm gonna have to cover it. Like, in my opinion, why would you do the pillows like that? I get it though, because you know, not everyone's pillows like are standing straight up on their bed. Let's see something. No, we'll just keep with this. Let's go with something else. Nope. Yeah, I might just use the same pillows from the chair just to bring that same kind of look to the bed. A little bit of texture. this one out. Throw that in the middle. Go back to and I do have other pillows, like I have sets that I could just put up there, but actually that dark like green color looks really good too. I'm trying to pull in some more of the brown, or like the light brown. I could have sworn I had like a light brown in here. In actuality, this bed doesn't even go with the with the wallpaper. I was trying to like blend it with the wallpaper. All right, well, when in doubt, change it out. So I'm gonna switch this bed out. Yeah, because it definitely does not go. I don't know what I was thinking, honestly. Maybe I felt like it kind of went. Yeah. I feel like I could do that, but the posts look blue. I mean, that doesn't look too bad. I don't know. What y'all think? Either, I know the nightstands are gonna go, but I almost feel like this bed is not it. Maybe I should have went with something like this, a smaller bed. Let's see. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure this one out a little bit later, because this is just not what I was going for. Does this one have a gold? I'm really loving like gold accents. I know I have another like iron bed in here that has gold. No, that's not it. I don't know. I think I'm definitely gonna have to change this out. Let's look at this. This is not bad. It's just, it's not really what I'm looking for. It's so hard out here. It's hard out here for a pimp. This is not it. Let me see. I like the headboard, but nope. I know I have another iron bed in here though. Okay, so now I'm getting to the kids stuff and the dog stuff. Okay, I must have passed it. So nope. I'm looking for something that is more on the traditional side, like this. Problem is the headboard for this one. The headboard for this one is okay, but I just prefer like a plain sheet. Let's look at this one. I'm not trying to do anything too traditional. Well, let's get you out of here. Okay. That's not working either. What about this? I know I have another iron bed in here. Look. Is that too mid-century modern? Actually, that's not bad. Oh, well. Well. I should have known. So I got a feeling it's this bad. Okay, so I'm gonna say this really quick. Because sometimes, with better exceptions, could throw a whole problem. It's very rare that it happens, but when I see it, I hurry up and save. I almost feel like that bed is so huge for the room. But it does actually work with the other table, the chairs, and everything. Alright. I'm gonna switch those nightstands out later. Oh, by the way, so whenever the live stream goes silent when I'm just playing nothing but music, I said this in my last live, but you will see another screen come up and it will just randomly pop up during the lives. See, like it's popping up now. So it's a screen that will tell you, it'll say that the live stream is silent. It's mainly for those who have not watched any of my live streams. So if you ever see this, it's mainly because I'm trying to do like a little bit of talking and then a little bit of just nothing but music, and you're watching what I'm doing. So that is why that screen is there for anyone that is wondering. Yes, I can turn it off, but it just lets the viewers, such as yourself, know what's going on. So if you see that, yes, it's random, but it is so necessary. Okay, now this would be okay. Actually, that would be good too. Is this where's that mattress at? Actually, no, it should be up here. There we go. I was like, I know the mattress is up here somewhere. And I think that blue goes with the wall. Oh, perfect. Okay, hold that thought. Let me get all this out the way, because I'm going to have to elevate everything. Okay. I don't know if they have a solid. Nope. It's no solid swatch. Oops. It's a little bit crooked. There we go. Alright, so the nightstands are the ones that have to go now. Just when I was starting to like them too. Oh, it's not letting me, maybe it's too close to the wall. Normally it should pop in, but it's not doing that. Yeah, that's probably too close to the wall. Well, it almost popped in, so. to the end. So I just have to figure out what side table I want to use. These are just too modern. That's too long. I like the texture on this, but where is that doggone side table at? Because I know it has a side table, but I guess it's about to be difficult right now. So let me see if I can raise these up real quick. Let me change the color. Just kind of looking at the brown. I almost feel like this needs to be back here for some reason. Yeah, it just looks a little weird. Not in a bad way though. I just feel like it needs a little bit of something. Why did I do that? Oops. Alright. There we go. Not perfect, but not bad either. So if you enjoyed this live, this is a lot longer than what I usually do, then this is the perfect time for you to go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Share it if you care, because even after it's over, you can still share. And definitely subscribe to my channel, because it does help beautiful people like yourselves find the Casual Games channel, as well as those who love The Sims, simulation style games like The Sims or Enjoy. This is definitely the channel for you to watch and subscribe to. I do have a good bit of story times, because I have a story for every situation, just about, well, not every situation, but most situations. And on top of that, my stories do tend to turn into something positive and something that can definitely motivate. In some of them, there will be, a little bit of scripture, or maybe just something that has a valuable lesson that I learned that I can pass on to others. So if you love stuff like that, if you love a little bit of faith as well as gameplay, then definitely this is the channel for you to watch. It's not that I do that all the time, but it just depends. I just let the spirit lead me, But while you're here, I would greatly appreciate you clicking the button. Like, subscribe. You can definitely post some hearts like whoever did that. I really appreciate that too. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. As always, be safe on those streets. Be blessed. I will catch you in my next live or pre-recorded video. Bye.